with actor Stephen Baldwin. Stephen, thanks for joining us on NTD.
My pleasure.
So, I have a few questions for you right out of the bat.
Uh-oh.
First one,
Yep.
Trump versus Hollywood. Who's winning?
Oh, come on now. Ask me like a sensible question. Clearly, President Trump is beating Hollywood, in my opinion, but mostly because he's draining the swamp. And there's some swampy folks in Hollywood, people. I don't know if you knew that or not, but the other way he's beating Hollywood is there's a lot of folks in Hollywood, I think now, undeniably, because of some of the results with President Trump now, they're kind of looking at him in a different way.
What way?
Okay, so if I was a rich Hollywood guy making $20 million a movie, I'm loving Trump right now because of the tax breaks, yes or no?
Good chance.
I actually made the joke not too long ago. I won't make it again because it was about a family member who did a big movie about a baby. And then I said, when they do the sequel to that baby movie, you're going to make a lot more money because President Trump. So you see what I'm doing?
I hear you.
So I think there's a lot of people, I think Steven Spielberg is loving Trump right now.
I think they're admitting it.
What? You just made my point. I think there's a lot of people that are now saying, okay guys, you tried to get him with this, you tried to get him with that. Some of us agreed with you until the results came out. There's no facts, there's no evidence, there's no collusion, there's no. So now you have people waking up that are saying, hey guys, you got to credit where credit's due. Do we just keep on trying to get them, or do we actually try to do something else?
So you're having those conversations? Are people actually saying that? Or is it just your conjecture that gotta be?
I am having conversations right now with 2 or 3 A-list celebrity Hollywood actors that are saying those words now. It's not fair, this is wrong, this guy should be given a chance to do what he's doing, blah, 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 blah. And their liberal Hollywood friends on the sets of some of these TV shows and movies, they're the other way. You have people that will say, you can't talk about them. Those people have to stay in the proverbial closet politically. But that's changing.
That is changing. I was going to ask you about that, what it's like to be Republican, Christian, et cetera, in Hollywood these days.
Well, again, once before I crossed over to full-blown Republican, I played it kind of easier several years ago, and I was a registered independent, still voting Republican. But a family friend of mine said to me, you may be registered as an independent, but we all know you're a Republican sympathizer. And gosh dang it, I am. But that's all kind of fallen in line with, you know, my Christianity, family values, conservatism, traditionalism, constitutionalism. All of it kind of comes together, but I think we're in a really, I'm optimistic. I'm not optimistic to be full of crap. I'm optimistic to say, I really think we're seeing a lot of change right now. I really think you have a lot of people who didn't understand how the media and laws and government has been used in the last few administrations to do clearly very bad things. But now people are waking up to it.
So I don't think anyone actually moved to Canada, did they, that claimed they would during the 2016 campaign?
No, that's true. But my daughter married a Canadian, and we'll leave it right there. So I'm thinking about maybe getting dual citizenship.
Didn't you say you were going to move to Canada if Obama won back in the day?
No, I said that because friends of mine said if if George W. Bush got reelected, they were moving to Canada. So I jokingly said on liberal media, now watch, I'll do the same thing and say, if Obama gets reelected, I'm going to. But it was a joke.
I see. So you married your daughter off to a Canadian instead.
I'll tell you, I want to be the first American Hollywood actor to say, I'm so happy about the direction America is moving now that when Trump wins again, I'm moving to Canada just to relax. I'm going to go up to Canada and do some farming and do some skiing and relax because things are just going so well.
So have you been working in Hollywood in the last 20 years? Or have your interests gone elsewhere?
In the last 15 years, not so much. Doing a lot of Christian filmmaking, which the trend of that is really, really spiking like never before.
Is that because you couldn't work in Hollywood, or you decided I'm on a new path now?
Well, listen, forget the Trumpliness. As a professing, disciple of Jesus Christ in Hollywood, you're not going too far too quick. Now, if I leaned a little bit towards the old L. Ron Hubbard, you never know what might happen. But no, I haven't been doing much of the normal Hollywood secular stuff. Mm-hmm. I've been doing lots of other stuff, and I'm so blessed for it. And I'm getting ready to do more stuff this year that's more relevant to your kind of network.
So what have you got coming up?
I have in development 2 or 3 shows right now that I'm going to be bringing around and sharing with some folks.
No hints?
Well, I can't hint to it. Let's just say I did a show a couple of years ago called The Great American Pilgrimage, which was me in an RV with my dogs driving across America asking people about politics. It was real funny. So I'm talking about bringing that back to life.
Sounds interesting. Where the one that you did already, that's available? We can watch it?
It's I think it's on YouTube, right? Great American Pilgrimage Season 1. But we're developing Season 2 as we speak.
Excellent.
And then, of course, I'm doing a lot of more charity than anything else. I just launched my own charity called Humble Resources. So anybody can Google Humble or go to humbleresources.org. And then my first initiative under Humble Resources is a veterans organization that I'm launching called Ready Vets Go.
And what does that do for vets?
Ready Vets Go is going to be creating opportunities from veterans coming back from deployment to take a 2 to 3 day vacation before they go back to their families.
Interesting. And you arrange those vacations?
We arranged a 1 to 3 day, kind of go fly fishing, go mountain climbing, go rock climbing, just take a couple days to yourself before you have to engage your normal civilian life again. The hardest part coming back from deployment for veterans is the reacclimation, is the kind of, hey, I came from this world, now I'm back in this normal world.
And like an instant.
Well, yeah, we've done a lot of, I've been researching this concept, which we're calling a humble house for Ready Vets Go. Again, you're coming back, you're a single mom, you were just flying drones for 12 months, but you haven't seen your kids in 12 months. So now instead of coming home, wouldn't it be nice to maybe, this is going to sound funny, but it's to be perfectly honest. If you got an email 45 days before you were coming back from deployment and said, hey, would you want to go fishing, go to the beach, get your nails done, whatever it is, you could literally go, yeah, I want to go to that Airbnb cabin on that lake and just chill out before I go deal with my kids again. No one's taking care of the veterans coming back from deployment that just go home. There's not a lot of programs and initiatives like, if you're not getting treated for PTSDs or this, then you're just going back to the family. It's those folks, it's those members of our military that are having the toughest time. So we want to just create an opportunity where we're going to fund completely at no charge to them an opportunity to take what we call a vet reset.
Nice.
So it's Ready Vets Go. It's called Humble House. It's in development. We're going to be launching it in the middle of this year.
How did you come up with that idea? Like, what
just
need did you see?
Just talking to people.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I didn't go spend $1 million of donor money to do research and this. I didn't have to do that. I just went and talked to, I'd be at an airport and I'd talk to a vet. Or I'd be at an airport, I'd talk to the family of veterans with the sign waiting for somebody to come. Hey, what's going on today? And it turns out that a tremendous amount of people who are coming home go see their family because they miss them. And they should. But what could we do to bless them? If you have USO in every airport, if we have a USO in all the cities in America, how come there's not a place like YMCA? How come there's not a membership place where a veteran coming home could just go take a swim, relax? Now take that and put it on steroids. What if we had a membership organization where coming home you could automatically send an email and go, I want to go to that place to go take a couple days to myself before I see my wife and kids, my husband, whoever. It's a vision for Humble Resources, and the idea was, how we developed it was, we looked at what wasn't being done. And it's the everyday man and woman soldier coming back from deployment that has two choices. Go get taken care of physically if you need it, or mentally, emotionally, or just go home. And we want to say to those ones that choose just go home, I don't want to try to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm not some genius guy that understands all this. It's just common sense a lot of the time. I went and talked to veterans. I said, hey, if you could have come home and gone fishing for a day, would that have helped? They're like,
please.
Duh.
Yeah.
So that's our heart. That's Ready Vets Go. We're excited. It's a new organization. It's part of humbleresources.org. Check that out. Join us. Support us.
You haven't launched yet, or has anyone taken your
It's in
R&R
all
bacon?
this. No, Humble Resources has launched.
Okay.
Ready Vets Go has launched in an awareness campaign.
Okay.
But the actual fundraising to send these veterans to these different places, that's still in development.
All right. Well, good luck. It sounds like a great program.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure, Cindy. Thank you so much.